Sagarpur, you're from Northeastern, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I am from Northeastern.
If you
I
have,
just got home.
if you come to YMCA, then we have Prasadam before you.
Oh, I just reached home. I'm so sorry, Prabhuji. It's fine.
Okay.
Do you want me to notify anyone from like the normal people I'm in contact with in Northeastern who might be able to reach there?
Yeah, but in 15 minutes only. In 20 minutes, if somebody can. Then we can get
Uh,
yeah.
it's at okay, at YMCA, sir, what floor?
YMCA room classroom number 3. They
Yeah,
can,
sure,
I'll be
Prabhu.
going out, then that time out they can come.
Sure, Prabhuji. Sure, Prabhuji. Sure.
You can share my number. So
Okay, Prabhuji.
yeah, so you can read now, Prabhu. Mm,
Yeah. This
from here,
process is, yeah.
from here you have to read, no? Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Read.
This process is recommended. It is the general process of spiritual advancement. Krishna is within you, and as soon as Krishna sees that you are very sincere, that you are seeking, he sends a bona fide spiritual master. This combination of Krishna and the spiritual master is the cause of one's receiving the seed of Krishna consciousness. The seed is there. If you have a very nice seed of a rose bush, what is your duty? If you have a seed of any nice plant, it is your duty not to lock it up in the safety vault of a bank. Your duty is to sow it in the ground. Where should you sow that seed? If you have information of Krishna consciousness, you just sow it in your heart, not in this earth, but in the earth within yourself. And after sowing a seed, you have to pour a little water on it so that water is hearing and chanting. Once the seed is sown in the heart, just pour a little water and it will grow.
So hearing and chanting is compared to
Watering.
no, watering.
Yeah.
Watering the process. Seed is what you get from the instruction of the spiritual master. The methods, rules, and regulation, whatever you practice Krishna consciousness, it's a seed. So we get the instruction to engage in pure devotional service of the Lord, to become servant of Krishna and give up our enjoying mentality, develop seva bhav. So these are all seed we receive from spiritual master. Material sons get will lead to misery. So with all this set of instructions with rules and regulations and methods, all this is seed, seed of bhakti we get. And then if you sow that the seed of your bhakti in your heart by hearing the bona fide spiritual master, like what we are doing is we're getting the right kind of seed by associating with Srila Prabhupada books, by associating with devotees, we're getting the seed. Then hearing and chanting. So Shravan and Kirtan, when you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and you engage in devotional service, you, do further Shravanam, further you hear. So it's like watering the seed more and more. So hearing and chanting should go on. So that is like watering, and then it will grow. And there is one more thing, one should also be pulling out the weeds also. What are the weeds? All other kinds of tendencies are called weeds. Like sometimes we chant Hare Krishna to become popular, chant Hare Krishna to become materially rich, chant Hare Krishna to get more influence on others. So that is called weeds. That's not the purpose of chanting Hare Krishna. So it's called weeds. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna, then we should not be wanting these things. So we should carefully avoid the weeds also. So by hearing, we get to know also we have to the seed which is the weed, and we have to remove the weed. Otherwise, what happens by chanting Hare Krishna? One may get fulfill his material desires also. Hare Krishna is very powerful. But we have to be careful that we don't want to fulfill our material desires. We want to actually purify our heart from all material desires. We want to awaken love for Krishna. That is the purpose for chanting Hare Krishna, not for getting some material benefits. Correct, no? Yes, so Xavier, would you like to read for next?
This, this process should not be stopped by the thought that because one is initiated, there is no need of hearing and chanting. It should go on continuously. If you stop pouring water on a plant, it will dry up. It will not produce any fruit. Similarly, even if you are highly elevated in Krishna consciousness, you cannot stop this process of hearing and chanting because Maya is so strong, so powerful that as soon as she sees, here is an opportunity, at once you will dry up. by the process of pouring water, that plant of Krishna consciousness grows. How does it grow? There is a limit to every plant you see. It grows and grows and grows, but there is a limit where it stops growing. But the plant of Krishna consciousness grows in such a way that it does not rest in any part of this material universe, because a Krishna conscious person is not satisfied with the planetary facilities in any part of this material universe. Even if you offer him Siddhaloka, where the inhabitants are so powerful and elevated that they can fly in the sky without airplanes, he will not be satisfied.
Hmm. So devotee of the Lord will not be satisfied except hearing, chanting, engaging in devotional service like that. That's the determination of a devotee. That's the attitude of a devotee, that he doesn't want anything else than Krishna. So, any reflection on this purport in this paragraph? Anyone want to share? Some nice things are there in this.
I think it's saying that, let's see here. So it doesn't matter what level of Krishna consciousness we're at, if we're new or if we've been exposed to Krishna consciousness our entire lives. We know about chanting. We know how to chant. Just because we're at a higher level doesn't mean that we should stop practicing Krishna consciousness or be trying to draw close to Krishna or to stop chanting. But that means that we should just like keep doing it, and because comparing the story of the plant, uh, Krishna consciousness is the one plant that doesn't stop growing. So the more we chant, the more we try to get closer to Krishna, the stronger that we become in Krishna consciousness, and we're less affected by Maya.
Very good, Prabhu. Very nice. Very nicely put up. Pranay, you want to share something?
Yeah, like same only as Xavier Prabhu said. So I think we should continuously like hear and chant, right? Because it is written like Maya is very powerful. And if we like do leave any weakness or something, if we have some ahankar or something, then like we'll fall again, right? If we stop hearing and chanting. So it's a continuous process. I think it's same compared to an athlete. If he stops training or anything, like other his opponents will like crush him, like basically however years of experience or training he has. So every day he has to train. Similarly, every day we have to hear and chant, so we like always we are Krishna conscious basically.
Call him. Call him. Yeah, what is saying, Prabhu? Can you again tell last one point?
Yeah, I was saying it's similar to like some athlete, like if like someone stops training, then his opponents will crush him, right? Basically, even if he's been playing or doing some sports from 10, 20, 30 years. So every day he has to train. So similarly, every day we have to hear and chant. So like we don't fall like in this material world, and we should always be like Krishna conscious.
Because Maya is very powerful.
Hmm.
So the thing is, if we stop going towards Krishna, then Maya is there to take us towards her. Maya is always alert. So see, if we are little inattentive, Maya will try to take us, towards her. So that's why a devotee has to constantly endeavor. That's why now this Krishna consciousness in that sense is tough, because like it requires constant vigilance and practice. You don't want to give a movement also to Maya, because it give one movement to Maya, the Maya will sneak in and she will take over, slowly, slowly like that. So that's why we have to very sincerely pray to the Lord. And we need the whole program of devotional service actually. We need to constantly engage in devotional service of the Lord. So as we engage constantly, then we can be free from Maya. Now we may ask this question, but Prabhu, in the beginning stage, how can I constantly engage? I'm not having taste. We have so many other things also. That's why we will be struggling also in the beginning stage. But when we do our duties in Krishna consciousness sincerely every day, like chanting Hare Krishna sincerely, associating with devotees, then gradually, because Krishna also is facilitating us, so Krishna also is helping. Krishna will help us. But from our side, we have to be sincere. That is very important. We may not be perfect, but we have to be sincere. Because when you are sincere, there will be so much help Krishna will give. And we may be doing sometimes unmeditated, unpremeditated, some kind of mistakes. Krishna forgives us. Krishna forgives us. Some slips may be there. What's it? It's not premeditated. You're not trying to do it purposefully. But because of previous habits, sometimes you may get here and there slip. But you feel very bad about it. You lament about it. And you want to chant extra rounds. You want to purify your heart. You want to be more serious. You ask forgiveness to Krishna. And you want to see that how you don't waste your time further. That's one.
Did he mute himself?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. So I was saying that so this kind of because of previous habit, sometimes somebody will be struggling, but he is sincere. So if you remain sincere and from your side, you should try 100%. That you don't give any scope to mind. That should be your endeavor. So we don't take like, okay, it's fine. Anyway, I'm new only. No, I'm beginner only. It's fine. I can little bit watch some movie also sometime. I can little bit go and take a puff or cigarette. No problem. Sometimes it's okay. Or sometimes I may not chant today. It's okay. I'm not having. And one day if I don't chant, what is the problem? If you are that kind of move, that means you cannot get sincere. The sincere devotee, he will be very much careful that how his practices are always very pakka, and also he is very carefully avoiding Maya. And in that full endeavor is doing because of some previous weakness and some previous he's just beginning and he's being habituated in different ways. There is some kind of slip here and there. So as soon as he recognizes, he feels so bad about it, and then he makes further plans how not to have any kind of slip again. So he'll make solid plan for himself like that. So that's how we will improve. That's how we will grow. But if any time we give excuse, oh, it's okay, I'm new only, so then it is not proper. So we should not become very morose also. At the same time, we should not become careless also. We should not get discouraged also by Maya. Because in Maya attacks, what happens when we get discouraged also? Oh, I cannot do anything now. I'm bad only. I'm dirty only. That also should not happen. There is another type of Maya. And we should not become careless also. That, oh, it's fine. I'm anyway, I'm new only. It happens with everyone only. So it's fine. So that is carelessness. So both are not good. So we should not become discouraged with Maya attacks. And at the same time, we should not become careless also. We should lament. We should repent, sincerely repent, and move further. Move ahead in Krishna consciousness. Like suppose sometimes somebody may fall while walking, learning to walk. Give a little bit sleep and walk, sometimes fall here and there. That's understandable. But don't become so morose. Get up again and start. But if you think, oh, anyway, I have to fall only, and you don't care properly, you become careless. That is not good. So you are not taking proper precaution, and you are just simply, insincere. That is not proper. So you understand this point. So both are important. You have to be sincere, and we should not get discouraged, and we should lament in case there are some slips. They are not, we're somewhere lacking. So like that. Any further? I'm not finding it. Just check na. There or room in the room or here. Just check. Just you can wait for a minute. He's He's searching my. Any reflection on this? Anyone of you? Any reflection? Anyone of you?
Yeah, like I think there are like many tricks that Maya does basically. So we should not get like discouraged with that, and we should not have that attitude like, yeah, I can leave this, or like some slip up we should not show, yeah, like otherwise like it's like a downhill. If you go a bit, like you will slip completely. So we should like keep chanting, and suppose if we by mistake fall, or something bad happens by us, still like we should lament and ask forgiveness to Lord Shri Krishna, and then he'll forgive us, and we should try, I think. No matter how many times we fall, I think we should always have faith that one day we can like conquer
Yes,
this
and
Maya
also,
and go back to
it
God.
is not that we, suppose you slip here and there. It should not be like next time, you again same way you are doing. No,
Hmm.
we have to take solid actions, solid
Yeah.
precautions,
Yeah.
solid action plan by which we again don't do that mistake again. They say that to err is human, but
Yeah.
to again do the same mistake is a fool.
Hmm.
So we should not be foolish also.
Yeah.
So once we know, once we have seen when we are slip here and there, then we should be very careful next time. So we should not be
Yes.
insincere also. And also so in regards to both the things, in regards to practicing, that is first thing. Also in regards to avoiding Maya, both we have to. Like suppose someday we don't chant, and we think, okay, it's fine. I'm not chanting anyway, I'm busy and all that. So that is excuse. It's not good. Because that is how we are then making our habit. Then what will happen? They say, anyway, sometimes I'm busy, I don't chant. So mind becomes habituated like that. So it's very dangerous then. Actually, more you give space to mind. Like one day you don't get up in the morning. Then next day what happens? When not getting up, it becomes more easy for you. So one has to be strict. Discipline has to be very strict. Because when you are disciplining ourselves nicely, like now we're starting this morning Japa, 6 to 7 a.m. So anyone who sticks to it, like he feels accountable. Like I little bit, corrected Virat Poo. Virat Poo also would get up, but I told him, Prabhu, but why don't you join it? Just join it, and just even if you don't hear, also it's fine. Just join. So then you are accountable. Then you feel accountable that no, if you don't join, then you know that I know that you're not chanting, you're sleeping or you're not chanting. So that is very good for us. So keeping some accountability, get up in the morning and chant. No, that's very nice. So if you keep your discipline nice, then you have less scope for Maya. But discipline is not there, then Maya sneaks in through mind. Through mind will say, okay, today, don't do this, don't do that. Same with sleeping early also. No, if you don't discipline yourself, then Maya pushes us to go late night. Something else will come up. Even if you don't have nothing, still Maya will create some kind of work to do. Also like that. So we have to actually see how we don't hurt ourselves, because Maya is always there, to trick us always. So as we get to hear from devotees, what is the right way to practice Krishna consciousness. So we should be very serious and sincere about it. We should really plan ourselves so that we can come to that standard more and more, to that discipline more and more. Because that will only protect us. That will be like saving grace for us. Because anyway, we have to chant instead of dragging on in the evening and night. Why should we do that? Why not chant in the morning itself? Instead of doing all these things in the late night and all, why not sleep early and do whatever I have to do in the morning and daytime? There's so many hours, same hours are there. It's not like we have less hours. Same hour, same number of hours only you have to sleep. So instead of sleeping in that cycle, in that later night and late morning, we can sleep early and then adjust other things accordingly. So we have to make good plan, good timetable, how we can do it. But the discipline is important. Because without disciple means you should have discipline. That's the meaning of disciple. Disciple without discipline is no disciple. So disciple means he has to have some discipline. And we are all disciples, right? Disciples means we are students. So we need to have some discipline in our life. It's important. Yes. Next, Sagar Prabhu, you like to read?
Yes, Prabhuji, definitely. From where? This, okay. Okay, there is a planet Siddhaloka according to Srimad Bhagavatam, where the inhabitants do not need airplanes or spacecraft to fly from one planet to another. Above Siddhaloka, there are many other planets. I saw that the latest modern opinion is that every star is a sun, and there are different planetary systems, solar systems. But according to Vedic literature, there are innumerable universes which are separate identities. The limit of this universe is the outermost sky. The modern scientist says that each and every star is a sun, but Vedic literature does not say that. Vedic literature informs us that there is only one sun in each universe, and there are innumerable universes, and thus there are innumerable suns and moons. The highest planet of this universe is called Brahmalok. And Lord Krishna says, even if you approach the highest planet, you have to come back. Sputniks and astronauts are going very high, and there in here on Earth, people are clapping. But after just a brief time, they come down again. However, one may clap, one cannot do more than that. Similarly, those who are materialistic can go high up to Brahmalok, where Brahma is, but those who are Krishna conscious will reject even that. They neglect even the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. They don't care for it. The
Yeah. So you can see that there are so many, okay, let us hear the reflection. I think devotees only can tell us. Yeah. Any reflection? Anybody else? Yes. No reflection? Yeah. Yes.
Well, this is all new to me, so I'm just reading it over again. Mhm.
Yes, Pranab.
Yeah. So it is written like there are like many planets, right? To where we can go, I think, from to fulfill like material desires, maybe based on our punyas, we can go there. But like again, after our punya gets over, we have to come back down again, right? From Brahmalok or any Siddhalok, any other planet. So again, we are trapped in this cycle of birth and death. So basically, it's of no use. So one who is Krishna conscious will even reject that, and he would like to go to Vaikundam, right? So in the spiritual world, basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, you see, even if you go to Brahmaloka, you go to any planet, you have to come back. Chine
Yeah.
punyam bhartilokam vishanti, he said.
Yeah.
So, because all the punya when it gets over, then again you have to come back.
Yeah.
So there is no point, there is no really a point to even go to different planets. So again, come back.
Yeah.
Actually, you see the nature of some gratification, no matter wherever you go, is that it leads to frustration. So even if somebody goes to Brahma Loka, heavenly planets also, he will be frustrated. Because that cannot satisfy the person like that. Like
Correct.
you see, sometimes some man is attracted to woman, he goes and tries to enjoy with woman. But then again he gets frustrated. Yeah, because he won't become happy. Otherwise, all these fellows who are so much into affair, they should be the happiest people. It's not like that. But why? Because that doesn't lead to pleasure. That's what we were reading yesterday, no? That Avadhut Brahma, saintly Brahma, he says that he has seen so many men and women attracted and then getting indulging to sex life, but again they're frustrated. So by seeing that, I have given up all that. So that's how it leads to frustration actually, like that. Because if you just embrace a woman and all, what you get? You simply get bones only with you. What is there in the body of woman? Simply bone and blood and mucus only. You're simply embracing mucus and blood and urine only, and stool only. No, there's nothing there. But foolishly, a living entity thinks that there is some kind of happiness. Foolishly, it thinks. Now, see, when a he cockroach may be embracing a she cockroach, we understand both fellows are abominable. There is nothing there. They both are dirty fellows. So, same way, from the spiritual point of view, we both are also this dirty body is there, and we are simply enamored by each other, opposite sex. So many people want to go to heavenly planets because they want to enjoy heavenly damsels in Nandan Kanan garden. So they have this kind of aspiration to enjoy materially, and especially attachment for sex life is the greatest attachment actually. Hey, how are your parts? Good, good. Very good. Please come on Ekadashi, Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What time?
Morning 4:45 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be nice. If we can somehow manage to come.
yeah. Good morning, God.
That would be good. Hare Krishna. They want to, because how to California for it? I did every Thursday. I just guess it goes on to like I just
I think he lost.
Yeah, maybe due to internet.
There he is.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, I just
Hare
somehow
Krishna.
I lost the connection. Hare Krishna. So
Okay.
yes, Prabhu. So I was saying what I was saying. The point I was saying that how yeah I was saying the point that how that that in heavenly planet also they have that kind of mentality to enjoy only. Ultimately, wherever divinity goes, so why they want to go to heaven? Because they want to have better enjoyment, better material comforts, better sex life, better opportunity for varieties of entertainments. So this is how higher standard of material happiness only they seek. That's why those people who are no Vedas, so they are attracted to all that flowery language of the Vedas where they can get all this, more and more material facilities. Correct, no? So now, now in this world, people don't believe in heavenly planets. Correct? So when they don't believe in heavenly planets, for them, coming to America, and exploring this country. Coming to America and exploring this country, and then trying to enjoy here. That only then they want, because they don't know about heavenly planets. And once they get to know about heavenly planets from Vedas, somebody has faith, then they want to go there. So same disease is there, you see. But the point is, this material happiness cannot give us satisfaction. That's the point. No matter how much you go for it. That's why any planet you go cannot become happy. Whether it is heavenly planets or whether it is America planet. I mean, the so-called, the place of happiness and everything people think. If I just cover, this is only we will cover, it is small only remaining. So I can read further. Yeah, the covering of this universe is far greater than this space which we are now in. The outside of the universe is 10 times the space within. So one has to penetrate that covering and then reach Viraja, the causal ocean. The Buddhist philosophical perfection is to reach that Viraja. When this material existence is completely finished, it is called Viraja, according to Vedic language. But the Krishna conscious person not only penetrates the covering of this universe, but after he reaches the causal ocean, the neutral position, he continues. The plant grows so nicely from Brahmaloka to Viraja, to the spiritual sky. And even when that plant reaches the spiritual sky, it is not satisfied. Then Vaikuntha planet. The highest planet in the spiritual sky is Krishna Loka. It is just like a lotus flower where Krishna is standing. And there, when the plant finds Krishna's lotus feet, it rests. Just as a creeper grows and grows and grows and at last attaches itself to something and then expands. When the devotional plant gets to the lotus feet of Krishna, it expands. As soon as this Krishna conscious creeper captures Krishna's lotus feet, it takes shelter there. Now I have finished my journey. Let me expand here. To expand means to enjoy Krishna's association. There the devotees are satisfied. That creeper has to go on. And thus those who are already in Krishna consciousness, if they have their natural growth, relish the fruit of that creeper even in this life. If you continue the chanting and hearing process, you'll grow and actually reach Krishna's lotus feet and they relish his association. So beautifully, so the one thing you have to know, the entire this thing in essence, is that in this world, you cannot find happiness, but when you receive the seed from bona fide guru and you water it by hearing and chanting, and gradually it actually, the creeper grows more and more, it reaches to spiritual world and bears the fruit of Krishna Prema. And that's the real happiness we get like that. But if you don't water that, Bhaktilata beach seed of devotional service, and you keep doing all other varieties of things, then you always remain in this world only. And you'll always have miserable situation of life. But when you actually receive the seed, that's why greatest fortune is. So, Brahmand Brahmite kono bhagyavan jeev. Guru Krishna Prasad pai Bhakti Lata Beej. Very fortunate soul will get this Bhakti Lata Beej. And as you get Bhakti Lata Beej, continue hearing and chanting. Then you can come out of this material. That is the only way, you see. Otherwise, it is not possible. Like that. And just 2 minutes. So that's why it's another important. And second thing is also, we need some kind of, like today also we're hearing, some kind of detached spirit, renounced spirit from this material world. Because as conditioned souls, we will be thrown with so many temptations. Maya is going to test us so many ways like that. So we have to consciously say no to Maya. That is the one thing we have to learn. So we will be pulled, in some different direction. Maya will tempt us and all that. But we have to consciously say no to Maya. It's very important. That's called detachment, renounce the spirit. When you consciously say no to Maya, then your strength increases. Your strength increases. And the next time, you'll have more strength to say no. And never become proud also that I have said no to Maya. Because as soon as you become proud, it's another trap of mind. So always remain humble, always depend on Krishna. Know that Krishna is protecting you and always seek protection of Krishna like that. So, so always know that. And also be very much fixed in this reading and hearing, very important, because that's how we get directions, how to be safeguarded from Maya. Like today we were discussing that how, material, no matter which planet you go, you never be happy. Again, you have to come back. So this is how it is very helpful to know that. So we're discussing that how the sex life is a pivot for this entire material life. So even if somebody gets a woman, to enjoy, what he'll get? He'll get only blood and bones, and bones only he's getting. So he's become dog actually. He's simply trying to enjoy with bones. That's how it is. So actually, this is how the conditioned soul is so much enamored. You see, foolishly, foolishly he's just going for materialistic pleasures because there is no substance there. No substance there. What is the essence of this material body? It's only blood, milk, urine, but conditioned soul doesn't understand this. He thinks, no, there's still something nice there. There's nothing nice there. All the nine holes are emitting dirty substances. So we have to read and hear it again and again. Shankaracharya says, Mana Vishanti Barambar, again we have to hear it. Because somehow the mind still has some kind of ignorance is there in the mind. So mind still goes for all these things. So that's why, it goes for the false enjoyment. It runs, it becomes mad for false enjoyment. Like that. So that's why we have to, put ourselves in association of devotees and very seriously and strictly, have a good discipline to practice Krishna consciousness and safeguard ourselves from mind. It's a serious thing though. So it is said that Krishna consciousness is a serious fun. Serious fun means it is fun because you really enjoy it, correct? We have nice prasadam, we dance, we chant. It's fun. Like that day we came to Jaya's house, we had cooking, we had kirtan, we had nice, installation. It's a fun. But it's a serious fun. Serious fun means what? We are serious about going back to God. We are serious about not getting entangled in Maya again. We have already been so much entangled. Somehow or the other, we have got good fortune of coming to Krishna consciousness. Now, no more turning back to Maya. We said, now Maya, bye-bye. I have no more coming to you. Sorry. So now, enough is enough. Devotee should say, enough is enough. Now I am only for Krishna. That should be our determination. In that way, we will get more and more mercy of the Lord. So that kind of desperateness is required in Krishna consciousness. Another thing we discussed about that, never get discouraged by no matter what Maya puts in front. One should continue practicing and one should be not in the mood of irresponsible, like careless. At the same time, one should not become moral also. Both is not good. So being careless, indifferent, it chalta hai. It is like, then and it's not proper. That is mode of passion, and also become so morose, depressed. That is mode of ignorance. Both should be avoided. Okay, so thank you all very much.
Okay.
We'll pause here. So Friday, if you all can come, to be very good. Friday evening you can stay, and then Saturday morning we can have some retreat, japa retreat. We can chant till lunch. Those who can stay back till lunch will be nice. Those who can't can at least stay till whatever time you can stay. So it'll be very good. We can have a japa retreat. So that will give us a lot of devotional strength. So time to time, when we have some kind of little time where we can do that, it will be nice. And then you have Saturday post lunch, and Sunday you have some time where you can do your laundry and you can take a rest or whatever. So that you can plan that way. But you can try, if you can come on Friday night and be here to attend the Mangal Aarti next day and have chanting for more time, it will be very good, very helpful. Because on Ekadashi day when you chant, that gives you much more devotional advancement. It's called Madhavatithi. So whatever devotional service you do, you get multiplied benefits on Ekadashi especially. Okay, so yes, Sagar Babu, you can also think of coming to Mangal Aarti on Ekadashi for 45 AM. It's very nice, auspicious.
Yes, definitely. Yes, Prabhuji.
You have to plan your day. Friday you can take rest early, then you can come in the morning.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And
Definitely.
those who are accustomed to temple, like Pranay Prabhu and Jayapur, you can stay also in the temple if you want.
Prabhuji, what time?
Sorry?
What time, Prabhuji?
Morning?
Morning?
4:45 AM.
4:45 AM. That's on Sunday, correct, Prabhuji?
Saturday.
Saturday morning?
Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji. I'll try to make it there.
Yeah.
45. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.